Anya Olagunju. Good morning, Pastor. I've seen the God that sees me. In 2023, I started having sharp pain in my right scapula. It was affecting my neck movement. I went to the hospital. They did an x-ray and said I had cervical spondylosis. And I started going for physiotherapy. They told me to adjust my life, just gave me some lifestyle changes to do, which I did. But the pain kept coming and going. They said it was causing nerve compression. Every time when I feel it so bad, I was on a neck collar for a while. When I feel it, I'll go back physiotherapy. Through 2023, 2024, in 2025, it was so bad. I started feeling pains in my right chest. The pain was extending to my right chest. And I decided to go and see an orthopedic consultant. When I went, he referred me in another hospital. When I went, he referred me for an MRI, a cervical MRI. After I did the MRI, I saw the doctor for the review on 29th October 2025. And he said it wasn't cervical spondylosis that was causing the nerve compression and all that. It was a growth at the base of my brain, which was affecting my pituitary gland. And he was like, it's just a simple surgery that would remove it and all that. It's not a big deal and all. I said, okay. I went outside. I sat in my car and cried very well, because when you hear growth, next thing they'll say cancer or this or that. When I was done crying, I knew I had to pray. I called my sister. She's an Nsppd and in Kaduna. And as soon as I told her, she started rejecting it. And I just knew. It was time. Like, I've been praying about cervical spondylosis and all that, but I knew this one, it couldn't go further. So I really started praying. This diagnosis was on 29th October, on a Saturday. And I kept telling God, man would not operate on my brain. I didn't want a human going into my brain. So if a surgery was needed, God would do it. I kept praying about it. And then, this was on Saturday. On Tuesday, the next week, that day, I was listening, but I went offline. There was no network, so I went offline. But my sister was listening. And he said, tumor in your pituitary gland. The devil is a liar. Let it be reversed.
Tumor in your pituitary gland. If you are the one putting it on the last room, the devil is a liar. Let it be reversed.
My sister sent me a message. In fact, her message was screaming, the tone of her message. Anya, Pastor Jerry has mentioned your case. As soon as I got network, I listened to it, and I recorded it and grabbed it. My husband was asking me, won't you go for a second opinion? I told him I wanted to pray for a while, at least 2 weeks before I go for a second opinion. So I took time praying. Within that period, Pastor Jerry will say, any tumor in your body, any growth in your body, disappear, let it out, just grab it. And then I went to National Hospital on 5th December, and I saw a team of doctors there, and they referred me for a full brain MRI with pituitary contrast. And they told me to come back on 27th January for review of it. On 15th December, Pastor Jerry still mentioned, growth and tumors in your body, let them get out. I received it. On 31st of December, during morning prayers, Pastor Jerry mentioned, he said, I hear it again, tumor in your pituitary gland, let it be reversed. This was the second time. I took it. I went for crossover, added it to that 31 prayer points, prayed about it again. 14th January, the third time, he mentioned it again. I knew at this point that, there's no way that growth will still be there. There was just no way. At this point, I did a mashup because I was recording all of it. I did a mashup of all the declarations, and I was listening to it. And then, on 19th, he still said, tumor in your body, every tumor, every growth in your body disappear. I received it. Then on 20th of January, that was the day I was going for the brain MRI. I was listening to Nsppd that morning, and Pastor Jerry mentioned it the fourth time.
Tumor in your pituitary gland. If you are the one put it on the last room, the devil is a liar. Let it be reversed. Let it be reversed.
I was confident, like there was no way growth was going to remain. I took it and I went for the MRI and all that with a pituitary contrast, did it. And then, this was 20th January. And then the report came out. They sent the report to me on my phone. I saw it. It was clear. Then I went on 27th to see the doctors. They looked at it and told me, there is no growth in your pituitary gland. No growth. Like, when Pastor Jerry said, how will you shout? I was in a trance, like I couldn't shout. It was like I wasn't even myself there, like they were talking about another person, because this thing had made me scared. It had, and then I forgot to add, when this thing was happening, I was having excruciating headaches. My eye sockets would be paining me, my jaw. Some mornings I'll wake up and I wouldn't even feel like getting out of bed because of the pain. But, I had to go to work, just live my life and continue. And so I was just managing it. But I noticed, the word kept coming in. And I noticed, like, by second week of January, for a while, I hadn't experienced any pain. That was before I even went for the brain MRI. I went to the doctors and they said nothing. I went outside. I kept telling myself, Anya, you are free. I felt like I'd been given a new lease on life. Anya, you are free. I had to keep reminding myself and telling myself, you are free, you are fine. Like, sometimes when I think about it, I'm like, you are free. I kept telling myself that I really want to thank God for healing me, for what they saw before they did not see again. Like, I want to thank God for it. Pastor Jerry, God bless you. May God, this work you are doing, to your descendants unborn, they will enjoy the blessing of this labor. May God bless you. I pray that you continue to be a man after God's own heart. That when you are done from here, you will rest. When you finished your assignments in an old age, you will rest in the bosom of God in a gold-gilded mansion. God bless you.
Somebody celebrate a Roy. 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 Somebody give the Lord a loud shout. We did pray. We did pray. Somebody Jesus stay here.
Thank you so much for listening to the end. Please like this video, share it with someone, and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you.